Hello, I wanted to say hello and welcome to your history class this summer. I don't have a whole lot to go over with you in this video. It's really just this is me kind of video, so you know who's behind the scenes. Well, not really behind the scenes because I'm out there in the class with you in discussion boards, what have you, but the person who's kind of sending the announcements and in the discussion boards and releasing the lectures, if you will. So I wanted you to kind of have a face associated with this class too. The online learning has all these really awesome parts, right? We can travel while we're learning online. We can have more flexible work and life schedules while we're learning online. But it can sometimes be a little isolating when you're learning online too, and also maybe teaching online. So I can't stress enough that if you have questions or if something isn't clear, you've got to send me an email. You know, sometimes students will send me an email like, I'm so sorry to bother you. And I'm like, no, like this is the main way that we communicate, right? Is through email, through the submission comments in Canvas, through Zoom. So all of those things, you know, please stay in touch. If something isn't clear, let me know right away, even more so in summer classes, because these classes go really, really fast. This might be the first time you're taking an online class in college. That happens sometimes in the summer. And if that is, welcome. We're excited to have you here. If it's not, then you've got some experience with this and you know how fast these classes go. We are covering 16 weeks of material in 6 weeks. I have to offer the exact same class in the summer and in the winter if I teach in the winter, as I usually do, as the class that I offer in the fall and the spring. In order to, you know, have academic integrity, they have to match up. So you are doing 16 weeks of material, but in 6 weeks. So it goes really fast. That said, I've been doing this for a really long time. I think I'm entering my 18th, 19th year at Mount SAC. I have almost always taught a winter or summer or both sessions. Students do well in these classes with me. I was going to say, as long as though we're staying in touch and we're communicating, right? If something isn't clear, again, let me know right away so we can get it fixed and move forward, and we're not losing time, so to speak. The other thing I wanted to say is, you can, again, we communicate through email, we communicate through Zoom. There's also the submission comments. And what I wanted to say about those is sometimes those can kind of sneak through. Like I don't always get notifications about those from Canvas, or if I do, it's like a day or so later. So if I haven't responded to you really honestly within a day, I probably didn't get your message. Just email me again. Really, you aren't bothering me. I'd rather get 2 emails from you, even if I've already seen the first one, than risk missing an email from you in these classes that go so quickly. The good thing about the classes that go so quickly, though, my whole point of this was to be like, yay, hi, welcome to the class. So I don't want to sound negative in any way, just kind of thinking through things and kind of suggesting some tips. The good thing about these summer classes is because they're so fast and we're kind of learning something on one day and then maybe having a test or a paper on, you know, the next day, the material stays kind of fresh and current with you. I know as a student, I always like taking summer classes for that reason. It felt like there wasn't, if you will, time to like maybe forget something because I just was learning it, you know, a day or so or a week ago. And it also feels too, both when I was a student and then now as a professor, the classes, they gel a little bit faster, right? Because, you know, in this class, I will release materials 2 times a week. Usually in, you know, the traditional semesters in fall and spring, I'll only release stuff once a week. But again, we're going faster, so I'll release things twice a week, and we get to know each other a little bit faster and start talking a little bit faster. So that's always a real positive part of these classes and these summer sessions. I think that's all I really wanted to say was welcome. I'm excited you're here. I love history. I'm not too sure how I got so lucky to get to tell all these stories and share them with students and do something that I really love. So I hope I can, my goal is like maybe even to sometimes get some of you, if you aren't history majors, get you thinking about being a history major and loving history too. So you have to let me know if I'm successful in that endeavor by the end of the semester or the end of our summer session. Again, my main point was just to say hello and kind of like, just don't forget, this goes fast. So I'm talking fast now too. My throat's getting a little scratchy. This goes fast. So, reach out to me if something isn't clear. I'm here and I'm happy to help. All right. I look forward to getting to know you all over the next 6 weeks. I hope you're doing well. Take care.